You are here. This is neither a coincidence nor a chance. Something far greater than you and me has brought you to this point. You have entered creator mode, and if you are still watching, it means you were chosen by them. Now, before we continue, let me explain something. Who are they? Is there a mystery force? A hidden power? Keeping track of your every step? Reality is more complex than that. They are not an external force. Some strange individuals are pulling cords. They are the universe. They are the energy that permeates everything. The collective thinking of everything that has or will ever exist. And now they have chosen you. Click. Subscribe to the God Connection to get deeper spiritual lessons. You are not just another person going through life, casually absorbing knowledge. You've been activated. You now have reign over your own reality. But what precisely does creator mode mean? It means that you are no longer bound by the rules that most people obey. You are no longer the victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your own world, swayed by the winds of fate. Think about it. How frequently do you feel like life is happening to you? You feel as if you're being forced into locations you didn't choose. That is no longer the case since you have exceeded the threshold upon entering this location. You have been allowed access to the same energy that drives the stars, propels the oceans, and sustains our planet. You have the ability to shape and bend reality itself. But the question is, are you ready for that kind of responsibility? The first thing to understand about creator mode is that it is not a gift. It is challenging. You were chosen because you are ready for this. Even if you don't realize it yet, you're prepared to assert your authority. However, with huge strength comes remarkable responsiveness. The universe has been monitoring, testing, and preparing you for this moment. And if you are feeling anxious right now, that is okay, because you know deep down that once you accept it, there is no going back. Now let's get practical. How can one genuinely enter creative mode? How do you begin constructing your own reality? It starts with your perspective. Most people spend their whole lives seeing the world through a foggy lens. They see limitations, problems, and reasons why things won't work out. However, there are no limits in creator mode. You see potential. Every hurdle serves as a stepping stone. Every setback fuels your development. Stop wondering, why is this happening to me? Instead, ask, how can I use this when you're in the creating phase? Nothing goes to waste. Every experience, emotion, and incident serves as a catalyst for creativity. You stop reacting and start being proactive. You stop waiting for the world to give you what you want and start taking action, knowing that the universe works for you, not against you. But here's a twist. You are not constructing it alone. You are co-creating with the universe. And here is where they return to the picture. They are the subtle forces, synchronicities, and whispers of intuition that guide you. You've probably had moments when everything seemed to fall into place, when the right person, opportunity, or idea emerged at the perfect time. That's not a coincidence. The universe is stepping in to say, we support you, keep going. But here's the main question. How can you know whether you're really connected with the universal flow? How can you know whether you're really co-creating or just causing things to happen? The answer is simple yet profound. When things seem simple, you know you're in the zone. That's not to suggest there won't be issues. It signifies that you can tackle challenges with confidence and calm. You know deep down that everything is going just as it should. There is no need to control or manipulate. You trust the process because you believe in yourself. And here is where many people struggle. They expect total control over all aspects. They seek to make reality reflect their vision of how things should be. In creator mode, however, you do not utilize any force. You flow, you set your intention, you take inspired action, and then you let go. You think that the universe will handle the how while you focus on the why. Remember, the why is everything. Why do you want to create? Why do you wish to materialize your desires? Is this about personal gain? Is it to exhibit anything to others? Or do you have a tremendous urge to create something bigger than yourself? Here's the truth. The more your innovations relate to the greater good, the more powerful you will become. The universe isn't interested in egocentric pursuits. It is not a reaction to selfish desires. However, when you create from a place of love, a genuine want to serve others, the world will move mountains to support you. Because in the end, we are all composed of the same fabric of existence. When you encourage others, you are uplifting yourself. When you give to the community, it gives back to you. Now, let's continue. What precisely is it like to be in creator mode? It seems to be a state of flow in which time disappears, and you get so involved in the act of creating that everything else fades away. It seems like you're completely there and connected to the scenario. Even in the midst of life's turmoil, there is a deep sense of calm. Because while you're in creator mode, you don't interact with the outside world. You're sculpting it from the inside. But here is the deal. You're still human. You will have phases of doubt when you question yourself and believe you have lost your way. That is part of the journey. Creator mode does not render you immune to impediments. It implies that you are prepared to handle things in a completely new approach. It suggests that you are prepared to face life's ups and downs with grace and understanding. It suggests that you are no longer a victim of your circumstances, since you have learned how to shape them from the inside out. So here's my question. Are you ready to let go of your old identity, which has been conditioned to believe in limitations, and fully embrace your power as a creator? Are you prepared to welcome it? To trust the process? To co-create with the universe in ways you never imagined, since you're witnessing this implies they believe you're ready. The only question left is, do you? Now that you've switched into creator mode, the next step is to learn how to interact with the silent forces that lead you. These forces are always present and operating behind the scenes. Unfortunately, most people are too absorbed to notice them. You've probably sensed their presence before experiencing intuition, or the feeling that something or someone is guiding you. These are not random. They are the universe's whispers, soft nudges that always lead you in the right direction. But here is the deal. The universe doesn't shout. It does not force its way into your consciousness. It speaks gently in the pauses between your thoughts when you are really present. This is where most folks miss the point. They're so consumed with the cacophony of their own minds in the midst of their daily lives that they lose out on the very advice they want. So how do you tune in? How can you hear the universe's whispers among the noise? It starts with quiet and creator mode. You must develop a practice of stillness, whether via meditation, mindful breathing, or just spending a few minutes each day to be completely present as you settle your thoughts. You allow the universe to speak, and if you pay close attention, you will learn to notice the synchronicities and subtle signals that are always there, guiding you toward your full potential. But here's the key: you have to trust what you hear. Too many people get these signals but dismiss them as coincidences or random notions. When in creativity mode, they doubt their intuition and question their inner wisdom. Doubt is your biggest opponent. You must learn to trust yourself and the advice you get, even if it does not seem sensible. The universe does not operate according to human reasoning. Rather, it is driven by a higher intelligence that sees the broader picture. Now let's get practical. How can you start to detect these signs? How can you distinguish between a random thought and actual guidance? It all comes down to how you feel when you get authentic guidance from the universe. It offers a sense of calm, certainty, and peace. It seems bright, large, and harmonious. When a thought is driven by fear, doubt, or ego, it feels heavy, constrictive, and unpleasant. Pay attention to how your body responds when you get a message. Your body is a valuable tool for discernment. But here is when things become rough. Sometimes the advice you get will push you beyond of your comfort zone. It will push you to accomplish things that frighten you. Things that will put you to the test. Things that require you to let up of control. This is where many people turn back. They feel the fear and think it is meant to stop. But in a creative style, fear is not a stop sign. It is a green light. It indicates that you're going to start on something bigger than yourself. Something that will challenge, grow, and ultimately elevate you. So here's my next deep question to you. Are you willing to trust the advice you get, even if it is terrifying? This makes no sense to your logical mind, or begs you to let go of what you thought you knew. Because this is the actual test of creative mode. It is not about enjoying a nice lifestyle. It's about living a life that reflects your entire potential. And sometimes it means pursuing a path that others cannot see or understand. But here's the beauty of it. When you start pursuing this path, you learn to trust the silent forces that are always guiding you. Life becomes lovely. Synchronicities become the norm where obstacles previously existed. Doors are now open. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. And the world responds according to your amount of trust. It's like a dance. You take a single step. The universe takes a step. You make a motion, and the whole universe follows suit. Remember that this is not a passive operation in creator mode. You actively contribute to your own evolution. You are not sitting back and waiting for the universe to give you what you want. You are working with it every step of the way. You're listening, trusting, and taking inspired action. The more you practice this, the more powerful you'll feel. So let us now analyze the role of religion in all of this. Faith is not only a religious concept, it is the fundamental principle of creation. Faith is the belief in the unseen, the awareness that even when you can't see the big picture, everything is going just as it should in creator mode. Faith acts as your anchor. It keeps you grounded when things don't go as expected, when the route seems unclear, when doubt sets in. Without faith, you are always second-guessing yourself, wondering whether you are on the right road. Faith, on the other hand, permits you to traverse life with confidence and peace of mind, knowing that the universe is always there to help. So how does one foster faith? It starts with simple steps. Every time you trust your instincts and follow the directions, you build your faith muscle. And as you see the results of your trust, your faith becomes stronger. You begin to understand that the universe is continually working in your favor, even when it seems otherwise. You get a peek of the bigger picture, the complex web of synchronization that is always going on behind the scenes. But here is the deal. Faith does not mean that you will never face challenges. In reality, problems are part of the process. They are designed to help you grow, extend, and realize your entire creative potential. So, the next time you encounter a stumbling block, instead of seeing it as an impediment, ask yourself what this difficulty is attempting to teach me. How can I use this to develop stronger, wiser, and closer to my true self? Now that you've shifted into creative mode and learned to connect with the silent forces that lead you, The next step is to master the art of manifestation. Manifestation is more than just thinking positive thoughts and hoping for the best. It is a science, a process, and a deliberate act of creation. And when you're in creator mode, you can make anything you want provided you know how to do it purposefully. The first thing to understand about manifestation is that thoughts are energy. Every thought you have causes a vibration in the universe, attracting events, people, and circumstances that correspond to its frequency. This is the core concept underpinning the law of attraction. However, here is where most people get it wrong. They believe that merely thinking good thoughts will result in favorable outcomes. However, in creator mode, things are not that simple. It is not just your thoughts that matter, it's your ideas, emotions, and actions. You may think positive thoughts all day, but if you don't really believe that what you want is possible, or if you're always overwhelmed with dread, uncertainty, or lack, you'll continue to attract circumstances that correspond to those lower frequencies. This explains why many people struggle with manifestation. They focus on the surface level without addressing the underlying energy patterns that drive performance. So how do you manifest consciously? It starts with clarity. You must be very clear about what you want to accomplish. Foggy ambitions produce foggy results. The universe responds to clarity, purpose, and attention. So ask yourself, what do I really want? Not what society expects you to want, not what your ego thinks you should want, but what your soul really desires. Determine your intended goal, and then align your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions to it. The next step is to think that your desires have already become a reality. Most people get caught up here. They think that they must wait for their objective to be realized before they may feel happy, grateful, or excited. However, in creator mode, you understand that experience comes first. Before you can have what you desire, you must first create the sensations of having it. This is the key of expressing passion. When you think your want is already there, you create the energy that attracts it to you. But here's the catch: you can't fake it. You can't just seem to be happy or grateful while secretly doubting that your goal will be realized. The universe doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to your genuine beliefs and emotions. So, if you're having problems producing such experiences, it might mean that you need to do some deeper inward work. You may need to identify and eliminate old limiting beliefs, anxieties, or doubts that are keeping you from fully embodying the energy of your objective. This is where self-awareness comes into play. In creator mode, you must become hyper-aware of your internal surroundings. You must constantly review your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, asking yourself, is this consistent with what I want to create? If not, you should make an intentional adjustment. This might be reframing a bad concept, releasing a limiting belief, or just choosing to be appreciative in the now. Even if things aren't ideal, here's the final product. Action manifestation involves both mental and physical processes. You must take inspired action to realize your ambitions. This does not entail forcing things to happen or working non-stop. It requires connecting with your intuition, listening to the universe's guidance, and acting on it. When you work from a position of alignment, things start to move quickly. Doors open, opportunities appear, and the universe conspires to give you exactly what you need. Remember that there is no haste in creative mode. You understand that everything happens in divine order. You don't have to force or push. Simply trust and take inspired action. When you do this on a regular basis, you will start to see the results of your efforts. You will begin to understand that you are the genuine creator of your own reality. So here's my last deep question for you. What are you planning to create? What kind of life are you ready to create? You've entered creator mode, and the universe is listening. The only thing left is for you to decide. Thank you for joining the God Connection channel, where we focus on attaining your full potential and spiritual growth. If you're serious about improving your life and learning more, don't miss out. Press the subscribe button to activate notifications. Right now, because we're providing life-changing knowledge that you won't discover anywhere. Do not fall behind in your spiritual path. Join the group today and see how you connect with God and become the best version of yourself. Stay blessed, and we will see you in the future video.